Here we go.
And it's going to be the Wings off the tip. Arike Agumbawale on the wing, defended by Citron. Pass to Segrist. Smith. That one's in, coming off the assist from Maddie Segrist.
Just great conviction from Smith, believing in her shots.
Outside Citron.
Shoots the three. Good on the three-point shot.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
Now here's Agumbawale. Up top, Beckers.
For three. And again, it's Dallas with a three.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Iriafin with the ball. Guarded by Beckers. The shot by Onion Wade. No good. Pass to Smith.
And the layup's good off the glass.
An intimidating interior presence. Smith uses her toughness to get her way down low.
Well, the third pick in the 2023 draft, Maddie Segrist struggled a bit as a rookie, and that's not uncommon.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough adjustment, right? Scored under 4 points per game, but she really improved in year two, averaging 9 points, rebounding better, and looking way more comfortable out there.
Paige Beckers from outside.
Her aim is not true. That makes her 1 for 2.
Pass to Onion Wade.
From outside the arc, score the basket. Nice shot after missing her first attempt.
But you go back to her college days. I mean, Onion Wade has put a lot of work into her three-point shot, and we're seeing the results.
Outside Agumbawale.
Paige Beckers from outside.
Does not find the hole. Her second miss, and she is now 1 for 3.
And here's Citron. Pass to Austin. Now Iriafin. Guarded by Beckers.
And Washington again with the bucket.
But whenever you're big is passing the rock like Austin, it's a great sign for your squad's ball movement.
Outside Agumbawale.
Smith. Guarded by Austin.
Back to Agumbawale. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
Citron left side. Pass to Iriafin.
Just 5 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. Here's Austin. And there's 2 points. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Always bringing the energy. Shakira Austin with effort points, and those buckets feel bigger than just 2.
Segrist outside.
The three-pointer off the mark. The Mystics leading. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Citron shot is good.
What a passing display she's putting on.
She is spoiling us today. Just another incredible assist for the highlight reel, and the reel is getting quite long.
Now here's Agumbawale.
Pass to Smith. Beckers. Screen by Smith.
From downtown.
And it's Beckers with the trifecta.
You love her presence on this team as a scorer. It has a calming effect for them. She's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Onion Wade. Austin. Citron for 3. It's hauled in by Smith.
Outside Agumbawale.
Segrist outside.
And the rebound goes to the Mystics.
I guess even she misses those easy opportunities once in a while.
Pass to Iriafin.
To the wing on the left. Onion Wade with it. Here's Austin.
Alana Smith with the defensive effort.
The Wings trail. Now Shepard. And Onion Wade picks up the foul. That's her first foul.
Up top, Beckers.
Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Austin. And it's all evened up. And here's Washington.
And since the Wings moved to Dallas in 2016, it's been tough times for the franchise.
Yeah, first 9 years in Dallas, 1 winning year, 1 playoff series won. The good news for Dallas, I think winning the lottery in 2025 might change their fortunes.
Because of Smith's ability to read opponents effectively, she's able to be just a quality shot blocker.
And that puts them in the lead.
That type of D, it's just not going to cut it. They got to get a hand in her face. Too good of a shooter.
And they're having trouble stopping this run.
And you know, the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Now here's Citron.
6 points for her. Pass to Austin. Charity stripe shot.
Outside for Citron.
Back to Austin. Tries again. Over Smith. And that one's good. Austin.
And Shakira Austin is a fighter. Someone that takes contact head on and finds ways to finish.
Now here's Agumbawale. She's got 5. Shepard the screen.
Pass to Beckers.
Beyond the arc. Missed the shot, and she's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. The Mystics trailing.
Now here's Iriafin. Iriafin a screen. Covered by Segrist.
And here's Austin. Over Smith. The bank shot, no good.
Some great tight defense right there. Got right up on her and forced the miss.
Just close enough to bother her on the shot, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Guarded by Beckers. Up top, Citron.
Screen by Austin. The 3. Offensive board. Pass to Onion Wade. Austin covered by Smith. And that one's good. Austin.
Opportunistic shot by Austin. Finds the mid-range look and doesn't waste it.
Here's Agumbawale.
Here's Segrist.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Good call there. Her feet still moving when she set the screen.
And she sort of lowered her shoulder into her, too. A move you perfected, actually. But they were going to get her there one way or the other.
And it's great to see that fantastic block on replay once again.
Great timing, great defensive awareness. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it can alter your approach.
She's covered by Sims. Pass to Austin. Evans. Screen by Austin. Right side, Evans. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Everybody on the floor is hot. It's incredible stuff here in the early going.
Yeah, both teams playing downhill, but somebody's got to cool off eventually, right, Tim?
I hope not.
Now here is Sims. Now Shepard. With the floater. And it's Austin with the rebound. So it's Washington now. It's a 3-point game. Outside Evans. Pass to Austin. to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
I'm not sure, really, in that set who was supposed to be on her there, and apparently neither did the defenders.
Now Sims to stop the drought.
And it's Iriafin with the rebound.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Outside Citron.
Outside Evans. Jacks up a three. And that does it for the first quarter. Mystics ahead, up by 5. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And now the second quarter just getting set to begin. And for the Mystics, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I love the hustle they're showing here in the first.
It's showing up on the scoreboard, too. A lot of second chance points. And as you said, it's due to their hustle.
Guarded by Austin. Clark. Great pass to set up the land.
Effective trip down the floor, ending up with Clark getting a nice look.
The Mystics leading.
Outside Citron.
And here's Austin. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 shooting night. Sims with it.
Defended by Citron.
Agumbawale from long range. And it's Austin with the rebound.
And fellas, we were talking about this. One great thing about Agumbawale, her durability.
She rarely misses games. Led the league a couple times in minutes played, and then amongst active players, Agumbawale leads in minutes played per game.
Back to Sims. Agumbawale. Yes, great play by Odyssey Sims to set it up.
Strong answer from Ogunbowale, a title winner in college. She is a flat-out competitor.
Pass to Austin. Here's the floater. Enrique Agumbawale pulls it in. The Wings trail. Quarter 2, and we're about 2 minutes in.
You know, she's made up for a lack of size in the post with a lot of extra effort. She's done some serious work on the boards.
Now here's Austin. 10 points for her. Here's Evans. And Clark pulls it down. Here's Dallas now. To the paint. A nice shot by Agumbawale.
Just like all the best guards, the elite guards in the world, Enrique Ogunbowale finds ways to score inside.
Here's Citron.
She has 6. Pass to Sims. Agumbawale. And stolen by Citron. And the Mystics on the break. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Well, once she took off, the D didn't have any interest in getting in her way.
They did the right thing. Just give up the 2 points and move forward.
They just get out of the way. I would have got out of the way.
Now here is Sims. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Now here's Austin. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Evans. Takes the 3. Dallas with the rebound. And there's the call on Austin. That's her first foul. So both teams making some changes here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the left wing.
Siegrist outside. Pass to Beckers.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Wings with another miss.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot. Great play to sacrifice her body, take the charge, giving up her body for the team.
And really a heads-up play as well. Reads the play nicely and gets in the perfect position.
Now here's Beckers.
She's got 8. There's Agumbawale with the 3. Makes the bucket. She's now got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 on the game. Washington calls timeout.
Well, normally when we talk defense, we tend to lean towards bigs. So let's switch it around. Who's the best defensive guard, perimeter player?
Well, Natasha Cloud stands out to me. She's got great reach, plays hard, and is just so experienced. She can see plays before they happen.
Yeah, she's great, but I'm going with Dejanay Carrington. She is relentless, plays with physicality, plus some serious attitude as well.
Here's Austin. 10 points for her.
Guarded by Beckers.
Puts it up from 12. Dallas with the rebound. Shepard up top. A kick out to Agumbawale. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Pass to Onyenwere. Now here's Austin.
Outside Citron.
4 on the clock. Another field goal for her. 4 for 6 shooting tonight. Now Agumbawale. 13 points in this game.
Pass to Siegrist.
Now Shepard. Three-pointer Beckers. The three-pointer is on target.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
It's Sonia Citron on the wing.
And she uses the glass on the layup.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
And the Mystics missed the playoffs by 1 game last year, a heartbreaker. So what do they need to do to improve?
Well, I'm looking at the 3 categories they finished last in: rebounding, turnovers, and free throws made. All 3 of those have to get better this season if they want to get to the postseason.
So they take the lead.
Love to see Agumbawale finish on the fast break. Effort is never in question with her.
Outside Citron. Austin, covered by Siegrist.
Here's Citron. And she drops in the layup off glass.
And here's Beckers.
She's got 14. Pass to Smith. Agumbawale.
The kick out to Beckers.
And again, it's the Wings from deep.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
Citron, no good.
Dallas in the lead.
Pass to Beckers.
And here's Smith. Here's Agumbawale. Clock at 6. And the layup is good.
Right now, Agumbawale is doing whatever she wants. And if you're the defense, that is a big problem.
Past Onion Wade. Austin, covered by Smith. Oh, and it's blocked by Alana Smith. Enrique Agumbawale drives in and count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more.
And from the moment she entered the league, Arika Agunbawale has been an elite scorer.
Well, she finished third in scoring her rookie year and then won the scoring title in year 2. Enrique applies constant pressure to defenses.
When the Wings won the 2025 draft lottery, there was no doubt about who they'd be taking.
No, zero. It was always going to be Paige Bueckers, a franchise-changing talent. Bueckers brings tons of fanfare, and she's expected to make a major immediate impact.
Now here's Iriafen. That one's off, still out of sync.
On the wing, Paige Bueckers.
Onion Wade covering. Outside Agumbawale. Screen by Smith. This one for three. Agumbawale, no good. Washington trailing.
On the wing, Kiki Iriafen.
Past Onion Wade. There's the three. It's hauled in by Smith. And it's the Wings ball. Agumbawale with it.
Bueckers outside.
Fires the three. And it's Austin with the rebound. And Washington has possession. From 11 feet away. That one also a miss for her, just like the other three attempts in this game.
Segrist outside. Bueckers.
Pass to Smith. That's in, and she's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
But we see Smith scored all over the floor, but she's most effective around the rim.
Now here's Austin. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
She didn't have to slow down at all. That lead pass was timed perfectly.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Wings out in front, up by 8. And we've got more exciting basketball action coming your way right after the break. All right, the second half beginning in a moment. And Arike Agumbawale has been sensational here.
And I wonder how long she can continue to shoot the three ball as well as she has up to this point. She's been quite simply lights out.
Yeah, exactly. And this is something we both know, that sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks as wide as the Grand Canyon, and it really might be one of those nights for her.
Outside Citron.
Onion Wade. Now here's Iriafen. Nails the baby hook.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Becker's outside.
Agumbawale from long range. Onyenwere grabs the board. Pass to Austin.
Now Citron.
From deep. Add another one in the scoring column for her. She's 7 for 10 from the field.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Smith. 7 points in the game. Count it. Good.
A tenacious rebounder. Smith's able to do that because of her height and heart.
Pass to Citron.
Here's Austin. Here's Onyenwere. Off target from outside.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
Segrist outside. And here's Beckers.
No good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Outside Citron.
It's good from long range.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
Becker's outside. Pass to Shepard.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
With the perfect physical frame for interior scoring, Shepard can sure do some damage down low.
Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
It's Sonia Citron on the wing.
Guarded now by Agumbawale. Just 5 on the clock.
Iriefin. She's guarded by Shepard. Shot by Iriefin, no good.
Dallas in the lead.
Becker's outside.
Pass to Smith. Agumbawale. That 3 off the mark.
Austin with it. Now Segrist defending.
Now Onyenwere. Now here's Austin.
Here's Citron.
They get the rebound. The Mystics again can't hit. Pass to Agumbawale. Shepard.
Segrist.
Onyenwere covering. Smith, no good. Guarded now by Agumbawale. Here's Austin. Screen by Austin. To the inside. Up and in on the layup.
Great energy and movement by the 6'5" Austin. Very effective as the screener.
And one thing teams liked about Kiki Iriefin going into the draft, her athleticism.
Yeah, Kiki was dunking in high school, explosive around the rim. She really improved her all-around game during her college years.
Outside Citron. Iriefin a screen.
For the lead. Dallas with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Agumbawale. The tray. And another miss by Dallas. Washington trailing. And here's Onyenwere. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Here's Shepard. Pass to Smith. Now here's Beckers. Pulls it from beyond the arc and then some.
You're just asking for trouble if you let her roam free in three-point range.
Now Onyenwere. Now Austin. She's got 14. Iriafen. She's guarded by Shepard. Right wing. Guarded by Beckers. And she comes up with the deuce.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get, trust me.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
From the arc. That one falls, coming off Arike Agumbawale's nice feed.
Good recognition from Agumbawale. She's more than capable of understanding when her teammates are wide open.
Pass to Citron. Iriafen. Austin, covered by Smith. Austin with it. Smith is there. Guarded by Beckers. Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good. Here's Agumbawale. Shepard. Now here's Segrist. Onyenwere covering. Paige Beckers from outside. Onyenwere grabs the board. And Washington has possession. They trail by 6. Pass to Citron. Now Iriafen. Here's Austin. Guarded by Beckers. And here's Citron. And the ball out of play. The Wings will have it. Dallas with the ball. 6-point lead. Pass to Segrist. Shepard. Beckers outside. Drills it from outside.
I mean, she scored most of their points herself. Her offense is a big part of her team's recipe for success.
Now here's Hawkins. Iriafen, covered by Smith. And another miss by Washington. So it's Dallas now. 9-point game. Inside. 7-foot shot. That shot, no good.
Unusual miss. Typically, her skill on the inside trumps average defense.
Pass to Iriafen. Well, with a new Toronto team coming in 2026 and more international players getting drafted, the WNBA's global reach is growing.
When you look at upcoming draft classes, that will be reflected more so with the international players coming in some of the recent high draft picks we've had from outside the United States.
Yeah, and it mirrors basketball continuing to grow on the international stage. So I'm excited to see the best players in the world playing right here in the WNBA.
Onyenwere, shot is good.
Not your average 6-footer. Onyenwere plays way bigger than her listed height, plays the game with fire.
Pass to Shepard. Beckers outside for 3. Another shot. And yep, it's good.
He got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
And here's Iriafen, covered by Smith. Here's Hawkins. And she makes good on the layup.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Dallas in the lead. Beckers outside. Soft touch off the glass.
Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
Pass to Iriafen.
To the wing, right side. It's tipped. 6 on the shot clock.
Another good rebound. She's pulled down a bunch. Hasn't mattered that, you know what? She's a little size challenge in the post.
Pass to Smith. Now here's Beckers.
Lets it fly. Oh, no good trying to beat the buzzer. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Wings out in front, up 9. And time for a short break. Stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Hello, and thanks for joining us again. The fourth quarter of play should begin in moments. Clark outside. Pass to Ogunbowale. Launches a 3. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
That rebound and the follow, it shows you what she's all about. Gritty, determined, and a soft touch to match.
Here's Evans. Off target with the 3. Clark outside. Over to the left wing. Pass to Ogunbowale. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range.
With the ability to get off quick releases, Ogunbowale can excel in the catch and shoot.
And here's Evans.
Back to Citron.
Evans. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Clark outside.
Pass to Fencamp Mengiadu.
Outside Ogunbowale. There's a screen. And again, it's Dallas with a 3.
Everything they put up is falling in, and that score keeps climbing.
And that is one demoralized set of defenders out there.
Now here's Evans.
Citron for 3.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Here's Ogunbowale. Launches it. And again, it's Dallas with a 3.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
Pass to Citron.
Hawkins. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
Next time she has that much space, she should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home.
Dallas calls timeout. For the Washington Mystics, it feels like they're starting a youth movement.
Yeah, they traded Ariel Atkins to Chicago, got the 3rd overall pick. This is a very young roster. They want to build around those 3 top 6 picks they drafted in 2025.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter. And here's Ogunbowale.
The 3, Maddie Segrist.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
They are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's just putting it mildly, Tim. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on their opponents with the triple.
And there's no better time, Brian, to hit threes than in the fourth quarter.
Back to Citron.
Lets it go from deep. And the Mystics hit again from deep.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Shepard. Pass to Segrist. Becker's with it. Here's Citron.
So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
That's on Maddie Segrist. And one player who rocketed up draft boards over her senior year, Sonia Citron.
Well, with good reason. Citron was outstanding during her final college season. She's a pure scoring wing, and I would say that every team wants multiple players like her.
And the first one drops.
Last season was a disappointment for Dallas as they missed the playoffs.
Well, they were last in defensive rating, and as you can expect, that's really hurt them. They made a lot of moves in the offseason, though, losing 3 of their top 4 scorers, so this year's probably going to be a different story.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in this fourth quarter. Outside Agumbawale.
Segrist. Pass to Beckers.
From past the arc, the Mystics pull it in.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky. Well, she's been the key to their offense. She's been their offense with the way she shot the ball.
Yeah, her percentage today has been through the roof. She is definitely not the one who's put them in this hole.
Drains the three-pointer.
Well, she's been reliable again today. They need her points, and she's providing that.
Now here's Citron. Guarded by Beckers.
Pass to Austin.
Citron.
Shot clock at 5. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The rapid-fire 3 is coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Now here's Agumbawale.
Beckers outside. Outside for Segrist.
Agumbawale. The 3 is up. And it's Austin with the rebound. Here's the Mystics with the ball. They trail by 11.
Pass to Citron.
The three-pointer off the mark. To the middle. Here's Smith. That's in. It's her 5th field goal, and she's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7.
Guarded by Beckers. Now Citron.
Out to the wing. Here's Onion Wade.
It's hauled in by Beckers.
Well, sometimes you're going to miss even the easiest of chances.
Shepard, covered by Iriafen. Segrist outside. Pass to Beckers. Shoots over Citron.
Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it did not work. Not if it results in that shot.
Guarded by Beckers. Up top, Iriafen. Pass to Citron.
Shoots over Agumbawale. The Mystics again can't hit. Here's Dallas now. The lead is 15. Shepard can't get it to go.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
Now here's Citron. Now Iriafen, covered by Segrist.
13 feet out. The rebound by the wings.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Outside Agumbawale.
Pass to Segrist.
Shepard
Here's Beckers.
Fires for three. The shot, no good.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Shot to end the cold run. And the layup good by Austin.
Well, you all see that painted area? It belongs to Shakira Austin. She takes it personal down low.
And they can burn some clock if they want.
And calm down. Get a little breather here, too.
Here's Agunbowale. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
Well, it's tough to stop Agunbowale when she's letting it rip. She can get those shots off in a hurry.
And the Mystics call time here. Iriafen. She's guarded by Shepard. Citron left side.
And she's good on the three ball.
You know, you simply cannot say enough about her individual performance so far, even if the all-around team effort has been lacking.
Now here's Agunbowale.
The kick out to Beckers.
6 to shoot.
Screen by Segrist. Beckers can't hit. Now Onion Wade. Now here's Austin. Covered by Smith. And here's Austin.
Takes the three.
Kept alive. Past Onion Wade.
And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Agunbowale with it.
Now here's Segrist. Covered by Iriafen. And here's Shepard. Shepard the screen. Paige Beckers from outside. And it's Iriafen with the rebound. Back to Austin. Oh, and it's blocked by Alana Smith.
And they'll keep possession. Goes up again.
The shot by Onion Wade, no good.
And so it's Dallas easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and they did a great job of execution, both offensively, defensively, playing in control. When they had a misstep, they got right back to work and made up for it.
And that'll wrap it up